All right, Joanna, here I go. I'm going to show you how to change an unpolished PowerPoint into a polished PowerPoint based on the style guide. So the first thing you do is you go ahead and you open one. I'm going to open up the third one here. And it's easy. You can just get rid of this guy, the title opening card, which is unnecessary. So I just went ahead and deleted that. Now notice that there are a lot of elements here which are just straight up wrong. The background is plain white, so I want to change that into the crumpled paper. These dots are squares and they need to be black dots. This needs to be aqua, and this right here, the page number needs to be removed. These periods over here need to be removed as well. Now, as a shortcut, before actually doing any of that stuff, I wanted to go into View and go into Slide Master because that allows you to kind of edit all of the slides at the same time, right? So kind of go here, go to, wait here, can't see that, I think it's off screen, Format Background, and then go to, instead of solid fill, select picture or text fill, and then you go and insert picture from file, and you go ahead and find wherever that Merc background picture is. So I'm going to go where I have it stored. I actually have it here. And boom, there it is. And so what else you'll notice is that these dots are all messed up. Well, they're not messed up, I guess they're just the way the default theme is. So you're in Slide Master right now. You're still in Slide Master. And you change them into just those dots. You'll notice that they're still different colors. So I just go ahead and take the text and change it into black. And that should change the, let me see. Select all of it. And then go to text and go to black. Okay. For some reason that didn't do it. Sometimes you need to finagle it a little bit. Why is it not doing it? Let's see. Go to here. Maybe there, this guy. Okay. That's why. Just want to make sure to select that. It's black. And then there we go. They're all black now. Okay, so you have that. You want the first one to be kind of 32. So it's Arial also. So the font is wrong. So you want to select all, and then the correct font, as you'll see on your style guide, is Century Gothic. And these should all be the right size. It's 32 for the first one, 28 for the subpoint, 24. So these don't really matter. It never gets that deep. So 24, 28, 32, perfect. All around dots, great. Now this guy, we want to remove the header color in the background. So go to font shape, no fill, perfect. And this as well, this is not important. The only thing here really is to make it small so it's out of the way. And so to do that, I like to make it black. I like to remove the shadowing, kind of the actual font that is going to be used. This is really unnecessary, but if you want to be a anal perfectionist like me, then you do that. And I like to make it a smaller font. I make it 24, and there it is. Okay. And so now you have it. You have it formatted. Now you want to apply this. By being a slide master, this is going to apply it to the entire thing. So you can go and you can save it. It's going to all of your other slides. So you can save it as something appropriate, like Merc Theme 1. There it is. Save. Yes. There it is. So now you're just able to open up in the future, and sometimes it doesn't work. That's why I want to show you how to do the entire process. But you go to Browse Themes, and then you kind of load it up, and then you never have to do this step again, right? And so now you click on Close Master View, and it applies this to all of your slides. That's pretty cool. So like most of the job is already done. Now, you'll notice that you have these little ones here. Now you can go through every slide one by one, but that's silly because you could just go to Insert, uh, is it header and footer? Yes, it's header and footer and slide number. Unclick that, apply to all, boom, and they're all gone. Okay, very good. Now you go through and you remove the dots. You know, I mean, unless it's a paragraph and it's multiple sentences, but unless it's the case, then you just go ahead and just remove all the period, punctuations at the end, and make it look nice. I like to go through them, you know, one by one. Yeah, that is, I don't like to go through multiple slides. Now here, this color emphasis is wrong, so you want to change that to go home, go to color, and it should be, these are the wrong color scheme. Okay, to change the color scheme, you go back to the master, where is it? It's view, master slide, and then you go to colors, okay? And it is the, this guy, I believe, it's the Office 2007-2010, okay? Close that. And now you should have the right color scheme. So you go here, and is that aqua? Let's see, hold on. It is aqua, perfect. And you want to go all the way down here to accent 5. Okay, here, there it is. See, aqua, accent 5, 25% darker. That's the one. Perfect, you got it. There's another emphasis word here. We want to unitalicize it, okay? In this case, it is just a word of emphasis. It's not a defined word. Mutually are not fully exploited. We have. So some of these require judgment calls. I'm going to say you also change it into the color and remove the bold so that this looks good. Okay. Here, unnecessary italics. So you can just remove the italics here. I'll space it a little bit as well. I'll just put it a little closer to the arrow. And I think we're good here. One thing you can do, now I would play it full screen, but that's actually going to mess up this recording a little bit. Assuming he's not using the laser pointer on the slide, which I think he's probably not, you can go ahead and expand this to the margins, okay? And there it is. The only time you wouldn't expand it to margins is if he has a laser pointer, which will, mess up where he's actually pointing it. And so, right, you click on this thing right here to view his animations on the slide. Now, I am also going to create a little bit of space. Now, again, this is an art, not a science. I'm going to move it up just a smidge, okay, to give a little more space between this and that. Okay. Perfect. Boom. Now, I will also maybe move this down a little bit. I mean, really, I would kind of like to just get rid of this thing. This is kind of ugly. We can also move it a little bit down to the right. Okay. So you just want to get the aesthetics to look really nice. Okay. So this is good. Now, he might actually be using laser pointer on this stuff, but that's just something to look at on your own time. Okay. So that kind of covers most of the stuff that you'll need for a text list. Okay. Now you go here. Okay, this needs a lot of work. First off, for some reason, this thing is too big, so let's reduce this in size down to 24. One other thing is that if it's longer than 36 characters, it needs to be split into 2 lines. Now, I don't know how long this is. I'm guessing it's longer than 36 characters. So this looks like a good split. So I'm going to just go ahead and split this up. This is not in the style guide, but a million things to keep track of in the style guide, which is not quite in there. So there's some other stuff. So all of this is the wrong font. So what you do is you kind of select all. There are a couple of ways of selecting all. You could do Control can do Control A, select them all. I prefer to drag and just cover all of them. Because if it's select A, then you'll also select like the top here, and then you're going to unselect it, and I sometimes have trouble with that. Okay, so all of this, you're really going to want to make Clementine. Okay, so you want to make sure to have installed the Clementine font. So you go down to Clementine, and by default, they should all be 18. Okay, so it looks really screwy and bold as well. Okay, so now let's start color. Okay, price and quantity both need to be aqua 5. So let's do that. It's easy. Now price. So quantity should always be kind of like, on the same plane as this kind of stuff. I like to drag it kind of closer to the edge. And then this guy over here, I align it to the right. No. This guy, align it to the right. Okay, look at that, look at that. See, this is why it requires human finesse to do this. Because, oh my God, what is this? Okay, that's why Control Z is your friend. And grab this, and you kind of drag it here. Okay, that's messy. So you take this guy, and you make it something like that. Price of gasoline per gallon. Okay, you kind of put it here. So it's kind of a label, but you want it to be inside. I always like to have it inside, or rather outside the graph, so that it's clear that it's the label and that it's not any kind of element of the graph. So you got this: price of gasoline per gallon, quantity, price control ceiling. Now you want to look to make sure that it's all kind of lined up. It all works really well. These look screwy, because they're overlapping a little bit. So, you have a lot of options. You could change the sizes of them, but that's kind of last resort. So in this case, it makes sense, I think, to move it because you have enough space to move it, So you want to move it and kind of maintain more or less, the alignment and stuff. So that looks kind of good. I'm going to move supply and demand to just kind of be a little bit more aligned with each other, so they kind of appear in similar places, on top of each other. Now this would be cool if it was one line. So let me see if I can do that. No, it doesn't look like. That looks a little junky. So let's go ahead and just leave it like that. And again, it's important to look at something. I don't like putting it all the way to the very end because look at that. Everything's just all screwy. There we go. Okay, that's good. So what was I going to say about this? Yeah, you're going to want to make sure to check the animation to make sure that it didn't screw up any of his laser pointer magic. Okay, so hopefully all of this is clear. Total value of time wasted. That makes sense. Usually you want to make sure that all the different elements are there. Now the arrow looks like it's it's a little bit too close to the A, so I'll just kind of move it up a little bit to give a little bit more space. The B, okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm going to lower this a little bit as well in order to make a little room between the PM and this. Okay, so good. We're solid. Another thing is to remove the border from this table. So let's go to Format Shape. Let's go to line. There it is. Line, no line. Perfect. And we are golden. Actually, look, never mind. Don't do that. Leave the line because it actually looks a lot better with the line. I think the standard. I'm not entirely clear if the standard is not to have it. I think that it's kind of call-out boxes. We do have lines if it's a title or something we don't. That's it.